2026, Wednesday, the 1st of September 2021. Today's Bible reading is found in 1 Samuel chapters 17 to 26. Is there not a cause? 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 29 in the King James and New King James versions. Our theme for the next few days is knowing God and knowing His works in the future. We will be looking at David's life, success, failures, and legacy. In Acts chapter 13 verse 22, God says, I have found in David the son of Jesse, a man after my heart, who will do all my will. That means David did whatever God wanted him to do. Wouldn't you all agree that men need a cause to believe in, which is greater than themselves, to live for and even die for? That was what David experienced for God. David was more concerned with God's cause than with his own personal glory and honor. He had a passionate concern for God's name and cause. In his encounter with Goliath, David was misunderstood and publicly rebuked by his own brother, probably amid the laughter of the other soldiers. Eliab took a stab at him and said, I know how conceited you are and how wicked your heart is. You came down only to watch the battle. 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 2 in the New King James Version. However, David didn't let those hurtful words stop him. It wasn't easy for him to shut out the negative and hurtful voices. In fact, they made success exceedingly important and propelled him to achieve that success. He went out to fulfill his God-ordained destiny and brought down the threatening giant. In his battle with Goliath, he told the Philistine, You come to me with a sword, with a spear, and with a javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. 1 Samuel chapter 17 verse 45. David lived and breathed for the glory of God's name and the spread of God's fame. He knew his God and became part of God's plan. Today's prayers: pray that we will all have a biblical cause that is worth living and dying for, and that this cause is now shaping every area of our lives. Pray for churches and believers of Christ in Malaysia to live and breathe for the glory of God's name, to be fervent in spreading God's fame, and to walk in His divine plans and purposes. Pray for the Berawan people, East, West, and Central, who reside in longhouse communities along the basin of Baram River, Sarawak, that they will experience God's tender touch in meeting their physical, mental, and spiritual needs.